There must be something in the water at a small Michigan high school because an epidemic of perfection is running rampant. And it has made graduation day a bit confusing. CNN's Ed Garsten reports.
Some call this God's country, the finger of land called Keweenaw on Michigan's Upper Peninsula. And tucked in the craw of Keweenaw is a little town called Calumet, where kids like Kevin Kangas aren't afraid of a little work, or even a lot.
Hi, Ellie.
Hi.
Can you open the office for me?
Sure.
The job at Woolworths is easy because as soon as I'm done with school, I just go to Woolworths until 5. But then after that, it gets hard because then I go out and I have my own lawn business.
On top of all that, his high school grade point average a perfect 4.0, enough to be named valedictorian. But you see, there's also Dan Anderson.
I had a 4 point.
And Jodi Heltunen.
4.0.
Marc Pomroy, too.
4.0.
Not to mention Kurt Granroth, Phil Halonen, Josh Loukus, and Heather Lewandowski as well. They all had perfect 4s, too. Well, Calumet's school superintendent already had enough headaches over the high school graduation.
Again, some of this has to be worked out, but here's what happens then.
But the choreography got even trickier when he had to split the valedictory 8 ways, which nobody, even Kevin, seemed to mind.
I think with 8, seems like it's a lot nicer for 8 instead of 1.
I'm glad that we all stayed together and glad we could share this honor.
That's not to say there wasn't competition to win the honor free and clear.
Everybody pushed each other, you know, to see who could get higher on a test, or, you know, if you made one little slip-up, you knew you were out.
Yeah, I tried to beat them guys. I didn't beat them too often, but, you know, I tried.
It's really no surprise there are so many winners here. After all, Calumet High is the alma mater of George Gipp, and that feeling of winning one for the Gipper is still very strong in these hallways. In fact, in the class of '93, there's also a 13-year-old graduate.
I skipped the 1st, 3rd, 4th, and 6th.
And the average of 105 graduates is an almost perfect 3.9. So just what is it with Calumet's cranial proclivity?
We have a tradition of academic excellence in this community that goes back over 100 years.
They would ask some questions that I've never heard before asked at a high school level.
I think I've been blessed with just natural brains.
Whatever it is, Calumet's never seen anything like it before. An academic octet in the key of A+.
Valedictorian Kurt Edward Granroth. Valedictorian Philip David Halonen. Valedictorian Jodi Heltunen. Valedictorian Kevin Kangas.
Ed Garsten, CNN, Calumet, Michigan.
And that's it for this edition of World News. Thanks for watching. I'm Jean Meserve at CNN Center in Atlanta.
And I'm Joe Oliver.